What happens if a conflict that began around Strait of Hormuz and West Asia starts reaching European territory? That's right, according to the Financial Times report, the Iranian planners have explored options for striking the US military assets in Europe if Mr. Trump orders another major escalation further. The report says potential targets could include American facilities in Cyprus, and Iran has also reportedly considered ways of disrupting the undersea fiber optic infrastructure around the Strait of Hormuz, which can cut the American internet. Now, let's pause here. This does not mean that an attack has happened, and it does not mean NATO is automatically entering a war. But the reported planning matters because American military facilities in Europe, they are connected to a much larger security architecture. A strike on a US facility in Europe, it would immediately raise a lot of questions about the role of America's European allies. And that is whether the whole situation becomes much bigger than the US-Iran confrontation or not. Well, Europe is deeply connected to American military operations here. NATO is built around collective security commitments. So, even limited incident involving an American facility, it could create a lot of diplomatic pressure on the European governments. And yes, then there is economic side too. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the world's most important energy route. Any serious disruption, it could affect oil prices, shipping cost, insurance rate, and global market. So the question is no longer simply, could Iran strike America? The bigger question is, how far could this conflict spread before the world, in fact the entire world, is pulled in? And yes, while governments are dealing with questions of war and diplomacy, an entirely different kind of drama was unfolding on the streets of Philadelphia. This one involved a mask, a very familiar mask, and a very disturbing encounter. Philadelphia police are searching for a mysterious individual who allegedly terrified the pedestrians while wearing a Chucky-style horror mask. The whole incident reportedly happened early on August 12th, near 15th, and very close to the City Hall. According to the police, the person approached random pedestrians over a period of roughly about 15 minutes. And here investigators believe the suspect may have been recording the encounters on the smartphone. That detail, it is particularly important because police suspect that this may have been connected to social media prank or any viral video trend, the bizarre trend that goes on haunting people. But for the people who encountered the masked person, there was nothing funny about that particular incident. Police say that the suspect entered the restaurant shortly after 5:20 in the morning wearing the horror-style mask. He was reportedly refused service because of his behavior. Then came another disturbing encounter. A 40-year-old woman was out for a morning job when the masked individual allegedly stopped directly in front of her. According to the police, he asked, "Are you ready to die?" The woman became so much terrified, she ran away. During her escape, she suffered a leg injury further. The police described the suspect as a thin male, approximately 5 feet 8 inches tall, believed to be between 16 to 20 years old, wearing dark clothes and horror-themed mask. Investigators are now examining surveillance footage and searching social media platforms for any sort of clue. If identified, the suspect could face charges including the threats. And this story, it also raises much bigger question about internet today. When does a prank stop being a prank? If somebody is deliberately terrifying these strangers for views, the people being targeted do not get to choose whether they want to participate or not. The viral video, it may last for a few seconds, but the fear experienced by the person on the other side of the camera, it can go much, much longer. And yes, from a terrifying mask in Philadelphia, let's move to a very different kind of surprise, and that too from New York. This time the reaction is overwhelmingly positive.